memory. Dave Farrell. Welcome, Dave.
Hey, thank you very much for having me. I love it.
When I meet world-class athletes, whether it's of the body to mind, I want to know what they do differently from everybody else, because I suspect that they have studied their body so well, they understand these subtle effects. So talk to me about food and memory.
Oh, absolutely. Anything that helps the body helps the brain. You know, the brain is a very sensitive organ, but I eat the right foods so I can stay sharp. It's kind of that whole like brain fog versus staying sharp and focused. If you eat the right foods, you won't walk into a room and forget why you walked in, for example.
Which is a bad habit to have. All right. So
no one's ever done that.
Before Dave talks about these incredibly important superfoods for super memory, I want to put you to the test. Okay, so in the commercial break, I gave Dave a deck of cards. They're right here. Okay? And I'm going to quiz you. We'll do a little differently. Dave is going to predict the next card in this deck. Are you guys ready to do this with me?
I'm not a psychic. I did look through it once, but just once. All right.
So, go ahead.
The first one is the Jack of Spades, then we have the 2 of Spades, then the 8 of Diamonds, then after that the Queen of Diamonds, the 3 of Clubs, the 6 of Clubs, the 8 of Spades, the 7 of Hearts, the 10 of Clubs, 4 of Diamonds, the 9 of Clubs, the Jack of Hearts, the King of Hearts, and the 5 of Hearts. So I can keep on going.
Oh my goodness. That is...
We can keep on going. Thank you very much.
You should all know, to earn the world record, you actually memorized 59 decks of cards.
Yeah,
right?
And it's known as the world's toughest memory feat. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records, and I owe a lot of it to the right foods.
All right, let's talk about these foods. So, Dave's arguing that these superfoods are incredibly important. The first of these foods are a meal that I love. Many of you don't like it because you got a little bit of these beets when you were in elementary school.
You got to try it.
Yeah, I haven't tried them since. Am I right? A lot of folks, and you're scarred for life. I want to change that today. Explain to us why beets are so valuable.
Beets are really important. They lower your blood pressure, which is really good for your blood flow. It increases blood flow to the brain. There's a special compound in there that does that. And we know this for a fact. It's not conjecture, because they've actually fed mice and humans beets and then done cognitive tests, and it goes up.
So, you mentioned the blood flow to the brain, which I think is absolutely important. Yeah. Validate that completely the case. And you know, in the brains of folks who are struggling with memory, there's a slowing down of the blood. Yeah. And so it turns out that some of those glitches are related to memory issues, slower thinking, and thus dementia. It's what we'll call. So, you know, beets, I think, can help reverse a lot of that and help people who are struggling with it. Okay, next
food is the most important thing, yeah.
Next food that I like a lot is the next memory food that you talk about so much is cashews. And not just cashew nuts, but also cashew butter. Explain this.
I love cashews. These are like the black sheep of the nut family. Nobody wants to talk about them because they're higher in fat than other nuts, but they're very healthy food. And that fat's a really good fat. It fills you up quicker, so instead of snacks, it's a good thing to have. The other thing I want to talk about is there's very high levels of thiamine in this. And a lot of people with memory problems, there's quite a few people that can have deficiency in thiamine, and it affects your memory. It's a B complex that is integral to memory and learning. And I eat these. I think of them as little vitamin pills. They're not you know, these fatty nuts. They're little vitamin pills for me.
If you're going to get calories from anywhere, it's a good place to get them. The one thing, you know, most people don't think about cashew butter. I mean, where do you find this? How do you use it? What does it cost?
That's so true. You know, it used to be only other sorts of nut butters were in health food stores, but now a lot of grocery stores have them. They're pretty affordable. I got a jar for around $15, but you can get it less depending on where you go.
Oh, I like that. It's got cardinal in it as well, which is a compound. It's very similar to what's in ginkgo biloba.
Oh, yeah.
That boosts brain power. You know, again, it's the kind of thing that's an easy little adjustment to your diet if you want to memorize 59 decks of cards. Okay.
There's a lot of flavored ones you can snack on.
Yes. I like all of them. Okay, this one is a pretty easy one for everyone to adopt. And just think it through. The last memory food is an avocado.
Listen, I love avocados. I have them every single day. They're the best. They of course, you know, everyone knows they're high in the omega acids, the omega fatty acids, so they're high in the good fats. But they also have the trifecta. They have vitamin E, vitamin K, and folate. And these three things together, they actually do a lot to reduce your risk for hardening of the arteries. So again, we're talking about blood flow and everything, but your brain needs a lot of blood, so this is really, really essential.
Now, you've tortured some poor vegetable to make this. What happened here?
This is my favorite recipe. As far as I know, I came up with this. See, my wife doesn't like mayonnaise, but I love tuna salad. So instead of mayo, I put in a crushed avocado. You mix it up with the tuna. It tastes even better, in my opinion, and it's delicious. And I'm going to have mayo lovers emailing me, I bet. But it's delicious. And we put them inside some peppers. We kind of call them loaded pepper wedges, loaded tuna avocado pepper wedges. Put a little cheese on top. And we make them in the toaster oven at our office for our employees, and everybody loves them. They're a really nice snack to have. They're really healthy. And
And roughly, how many days a week do you think the average person ought to be having an avocado?
Well, I gotta say, I don't think that it's possible to overdose on avocados, although I've tried. I love these things. But, you know, I'd say if you're starting out and you haven't tried it, you know, try it, say, twice a week or something like that, and just to kind of introduce it to your diet, introduce it to your family's diet.
Just an overall idea. I mean, we're talking about beets, which I want you to all think about again, because it'll be smarter if you do. Cashews and avocados. If you start adopting a diet, we have, you know, a couple of servings of these a week. How many weeks do you think it'll take for people can actually see a difference in their memory?
Yeah, I'd have to say that if you're, my recommendation personally is that don't expect a dietary change to change in 1 or 2 days. You know, commit to a week or two of a new diet, and then you won't necessarily see results, you'll feel results. You'll get that sort of brain fog lifting, and you'll feel a little sharper, and 2 weeks go by, and all of a sudden, you're sharper, you get your work done faster, you're not moody as much, and all this stuff feeds the brain really well.
I really enjoyed it. Very much. Pass it on the avocado. Get next. Boost your memory and a special bonus tip by cutting your supplements to boost your memory in no time.
See what America's buzzing about. The Dr. Oz Show is the #1 talk show in the country. Don't miss your appointment. And coming up tomorrow on Dr. Oz, your ultimate grocery list. 99 diet foods Dr. Oz wants in your shopping cart. Save time.
This will take you less than a minute to make.
Save money.
They are cheap, cheap, cheap.
And lose weight. Oz approved quick meals for every night of the week. That's coming up tomorrow.
Stuffy nose? I don't know what that is.
Of course I can breathe freely. What a question.
A blocked nose? I'm sorry. I don't know that feeling.
Seawater is an effective way to unblock your nose. But if you don't live by the sea, there's new Otrivin Seawater and Aloe. Its unique formula combines the power of seawater to wash away congestion with the natural properties of aloe to moisturize and soothe dryness, so you can breathe freely again. From Canada's #1 selling nasal brand, new Otrivin Seawater and Aloe. The pleasure of breathing.
Well, now that we've had the air tick screen, I don't have my daughter complaining at all about allergies. And I noticed that now I don't have all the dust.
Right now, save 40% on carpet, drapery, upholstery, air duct, tile and grout, and natural stone cleaning.
Call for Coys.
Beauty professionals surveyed agree. Magic Perfecting Base is the primer they would recommend. It instantly smooths and resurfaces skin, visibly fading the look of lines and minimizing pores. Used under foundation or alone for instant perfection. Canada's #1 primer, Magic Perfecting Base from L'Oreal.
A song by Paul Beckman. Paul Beckman song using guitar chords. C and E. The song is going to be called Let's Do It Again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again now. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Do it again. Oh, let's do it again. 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 Let's do it again.
Down locations.
Unresponsive at the scene.
Is he on any meds?
Don't know.
The neighbor said his wife's out of town.
Unresponsive at the scene.
Is he on any meds?
Meds are on screen.
Blood thinners. Okay, let's draw a level.
Electronic health records will make emergency treatment more informed and make healthcare in Canada better. Because knowing is better than not knowing.